Hello all, Havoc here, and we're back today. And we're going to start out with a couple PSA, public service announcements. First one, brought to you by NVIDIA. For the love of all things that stay crunchy and milk, when you update my video drivers, please stop. Stop messing with my audio drivers. Look, I get it. I get it. You have to update HDMI protocols and yada yada yada, but is it so hard to look at my settings, save them, and then put them back the way they were? No. I spent like 15-20 minutes this morning. What are you shooting? That is not an asteroid. What are you? It's a pile of rubble now. Well, there's a little bit of ice in there even. Well, that's the way it should be. Look at all that. The debris just went right inside the collar. How convenient. See, all drones, please just do that. That'd be fantastic. That'd be awesome. So debris. That brings us to our next thing. Comments. Comments. I didn't reply to comments today because I'm going to reply to them right now in my video. And yeah. So Sean McGraw, hey, why don't you print out the Raider and use it to pick up the trash? I was like, sweet, awesome idea. And then I remembered how Titan got tossed with a couple blasts from the new weapons. I think we're going to hold off on printing it. Otherwise, it's just going to get pushed off into oblivion, and we're not going to find it. So what we're going to do is we're going to put bobs on the end of each one of these conveyors, and that'll help because they'll project out about that far. Let's see what else we got going on here. Zombie Coffee says he likes the idea of the core room and oversized things. Be aware of bobs only work in a 30-inch block area. You need to have them at all the corners. Oh yeah, bobs are going to be everywhere. Everywhere. Bobs are legitimately going to be part of the infrastructure of this base. Let's see. He enjoyed our seeing the Titan go flying, and luckily getting this turned into a station like seconds before. Let's see. Oh, the gun that we put up here on collar. If we went to the top of the collar, not the bottom of the collar, is he's saying there could be a block that makes the ammo for this, like the hard water. There is an actual. Let's see if we come in here. We found it the other day. Yeah, see, hard water or heavy water converter. That's what it was, not hard water. So yeah, that's the thing. Oh, I installed some. There's one more part to this PSA. Let's make sure we got all of Zombie Coffee's comments. Let's see. Yeah, I think that covers it. So thanks guys for commenting. Keep them coming. Everybody else, please comment like these guys do. I like regular commenters. I'm going to talk about you guys and bring you into the fray. Let's see. I added 4 glass mods. So there's lots of different options now. Let's type in glass, see what happens. No. Are we on all blocks? We are on all blocks. So Windows. Okay, so we have lots of mods now for Windows. I used 3 of them from one mod and 1 from another mod. 3 of them from one mod author and then 1 from a separate mod author, just to try to get some variety. Then I saw these. It's called Walls with Windows, or Walls with Windows and Conveyors, or something like that. But basically, it's a wall that allows items to pass through it. Some of them have windows. What are you guys? Swarm drones. Okay, I'm fine with that. But it allows things to pass through them, but still give you. It has lights. It has glass, but there's a few different. And I did that. I always do that. I meant to do that. So let's go back to a wall. So yeah, there's a few different versions of it. They're pretty cool. I liked the way the pictures looked, so I grabbed it. I also grabbed transparent LCDs. Maybe I did. There we go, transparent displays. So those are pretty cool. Let's see, what else did I grab? I think I grabbed like solar windows. Oh, I probably didn't get it added to the game. So I did add them, just not to where it's not in our list. Okay, so I thought that was a meteor. Oh, it was a drone. Okay, so in today's episode, we have this grandiose central core that we're working on, and this is legitimately what how I want it to go. There's one problem though. While it's going to be, massive going these directions, we also want it to span outward. I want to have arms coming off of it, and to facilitate that, I want them to come off the center. But with that, we need to be able to have openings. So I was saying before, I want this thing to be symmetrical, top to bottom, left to right, all the way around. And so I want to have this opening that's going to extend out and then have stuff coming off the sides and whatnot. So this needs to change. And secondly, how we reach the core needs to change. So I'm trying to figure out how I want to. You see that LOD change right there on the right? That's kind of wonky. So what I'm trying to figure out is how I want to branch off from the reactor, but still make it look pretty amazing. And we're low on oxygen again because we're in a new body that doesn't have access to cool things like oxygen. Bottle. Alright, there we go. And that's not gonna work. How about this one? Nope. We need to go get that bottle out of there. How about you? Yes, thank you. And that one's deleted, or depleted was the word I intended to use. And we're gonna get our cool welder and grinder as well. Let's see, let's grab all of these. Do we have any ice left in here? We do. It's not here. It must be over in, yeah, it's over in the collar. Oh yeah, because it picked it up from the, those stations, or not the stations. Wow, that's a lot of ice. So that means we don't have tanks over there either. We need to fix that, like, ASAP. LOD change. Wow. Okay, I need to update that. We have the RAM, memory in place. We need to start utilizing it. Alright, so we have all these connectors. Everything's connected into these connectors. So, hey, let's utilize them. G. Whoops, I didn't mean to get rid of that. That's fine, though. Tank. I'm going to put one of each. Oh, hey, we can use one of these. Does it have... It does not have... It has... Alright, so I'm going to take one of these. That's not where I wanted that to go. Come on. Character tools. All blocks. Alright, so we're going to put this guy. Need some steel plates. Alright. We'll get this guy put in here. Did we not just grab? We have 194 on us. You need steel plates times... Oh. Oh. It's a thing. It is a thing. Like production. Assembler. Steel plates times 50. Great. Which means it needs a ton of those to build that. 8. How many does it need? 50. Alright, we're not using that. I don't want to. Not at this point in time, I don't. So we're just going to use custom hydrogen. Alright, so let's get rid of this. We'll go with that and go with that. Alright. So we're just going to throw these on here for now. I just want Havoc. Alright. Okay, so I just need a place for us to put our oxygen and our hydrogen. And then I need an O2 generator. Put it like so. As I said, that should pretty much immediately start pulling ice. And we're going to go to control panel, and we're going to go ahead and turn it off here pretty soon, I think. Like, sure, like now looks good. So, tank. Actually, let's do it this way. Control panel. Collar tank. And are we going to be able to get to that hydrogen tank at all? Probably not. Well, what kind of shenanigans is that? Well, that's no fun. Alright. So if we come in here, we should be able to control panel, refill bottles, auto refill bottles. Tanks, control A, all of them to auto refill. Alright. So now we have O2 and hydrogen on the collar. We can come here, get tanks refilled, and get trapped. Alright. Okay, so now, crisis 1.7.3.2 averted. Let's get rid of those, this, that. Keep those. We're going to grab some interior plates, some more of those, and some construction components just in case. So, hear me out, folks. We have to get from here to out in this early direction and keep it somewhat aesthetically pleasing. If we go here, get rid of this. No! No! Paint! No! No! Mistakes were made! Mistakes were made! No, no. Change the color. Uh, uh, uh. Okay, so that was fun. Okay, so I guess we'll start over here. Let's try this again without pasting the entire grid, the destroy all color. Oh my goodness, I cannot believe I did that. Actually, I can't believe I did that. Yeah, that's a Havoc derp moment right there. Okay, so that's still connected, that's still connected, that's still connected. Alright, everything's good. Bob, please remove. I forgot I had a good grinder. I don't have to wait. Alright, so Bob will pick up the pieces. Thanks, Bob. Appreciate that. Okay, so there's a couple things I was thinking about doing. If we look at it this early, it'd be kind of cool if we had some type of pattern. But to facilitate that, I still need to be able to connect here to the tunnel that we're going to plan on building coming out of each one of these. Right, right. So if we come into here, let's get rid of the O2 generator. I'm going to do some adjustment here. Hold on. Get rid of this. That's going to go there. Get rid of that. We're going to move things over because we're not going to be using drills for a while. And those two can go away. All right. So wait. I need to be in there. Hold on. Okay, so conveyor tubes. We have a plethora of options. Lots and lots and lots and lots. Number one I was thinking of were these. Let's see if they are the correct models. Like, oh, we gotta fix that. Hold on. That's a wrong color. What? I don't care if it's small grid. 5. Nope, we can't use them on there. So, because those are small grid only. That's fantastic. But that was the idea. That fails. Let's go back into here, get rid of this. Conveyors. So, yeah, that was my initial intention, is that we 45'd. That sucks, because that would have been awesome. What hinges? We just, oh, by the way, I added hinges in. Yeah, there's no other 45. This is the only 45 we have. Man, that really sucks. That's that. In the back of my head, I'm like, oh, hey, we have those. That would make a very distinct, cool-looking design. So, to get from here to here, that's the challenge. And so by doing this, it's also going to change our glass layout, which is also another reason why I really want to attack this sooner rather than later. So if we get off of the color that doesn't belong, let's say we come out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I know we're using these. That's I'm not too happy about it, but it is what it's gonna be, I guess. 5, and we'll go up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, hold on, not what I wanted. No, thank you. All right, I think this could be this could be pulled off. So that's 5 more, right? That's 6. Excuse me. 5. Alright, so then we put that here. So 5 by 5 by 5 by 5 by 5. And then if we connect these coming out and around, I think it might give it a pretty cool shape. So alright. Then we're going 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here, and then this will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do we do this right? Because we're only like 20 something blocks out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That'd be 6. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Yeah, okay. We're not far from where... What are you? Kamikaze drones. This is going to get interesting. At least they're attacking on the Titan side. I have a feeling they're going to push Titan directly into the station. So this will be fun. This will be a laugh on to add to the Havoc painting the entire station in the do destroy color. So if we do something probably about like that, not like that, but like this. Oh, wrong one. So something like that, if that's lined up, it is not. That should be lined up. Alright, so if we do something just like this, and then we'll connect them in a grid all the way around, and then this is going to come out here. And
meteor storm inbound.
Yeah, see, look at that. Knew it. I called it. That just took out the shield on the station in one hit. I called it. That was bad. That was really, really bad. Okay. So I just had a mental thought, a mental thought, as opposed to a another kind of thought. We could turn the Titan into a station. I think that's shenanigans and totally cheaty, so we're not going to do it. But I'm just saying that's an option. I mean, we dialed everything up, so things like this would happen. So, I mean, I think, in all honesty, we're just going to have to suck it up and deal with it, right? I think that's an appropriate response. That's just me, though. I mean, don't judge. I need to get those tiered thrusters in here. Get this guy a little bit more maneuverable. I wonder... Oh, no, we would need like 1,000,000 gyros to compensate for what just happened to it. But on the plus side, we can now move the collar closer to our production, so we have a little bit more tight knit things going on with as far as the bob action going. Yeah, if we find some more decorative tubing, we can also replace that. I just don't see the tube, the stuff we have been using, pulling this off as well. I don't know. Especially once we start gridding this out. So let's get down here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, skip a few. 1, 2, 3. All the way up. Alright. else. All right, so we need to go to yeah, right there.
Storm inbound.
So that'll go like that, and this will be our opening. So basically, from there to there is going to be our opening. And we need to take this out. And then we will drop in see, we need to figure out what that distance is from here to there. I think we just counted that in a algebraic way. So we can dome this out or shape this out a little bit better. And then we need to get this all structured and tied together. Do we have power going to the reactor right now? I don't. Yeah, we do. All right. So then we need to make sure that that stays that way too. So that way the shield can regenerate. Let's see. Isn't yellow low power? Or it's plum just not connected, something like that. So alright, that's kind of where we're going to go with this. And then, as I was saying, we can kind of take and go. Once we get that arm finished, we can bring this all the way out to this corner, and we'll put another intersection right here in this corner. That would go around to that one. This isn't connected to anything, so we kind of need to fix that. So if we go and do something like this. Yeah, that was right. And then you go that way. Ah, come on, Havoc, you can get this.
Meteor storm inbound.
So down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down. In case you're wondering what shenanigans, I'm trying to which direction I go on the mouse wheel. And I can't be consistent at all. Nope, not gonna happen. Not today, not tomorrow. And boom. Alright. So there is a very crude idea of an opening. So if it came out this way, let's say 40 or 50 blocks, and then, or not even 40 blocks. Let's go back, come out 20 blocks, and then we'll taper it in. Let's say 4 blocks, and then it goes out like another 20 blocks, so on and so on and so on. And then bobs and turrets and all the spiky things that make it what it is. So, what I want to do is at this level, is there going to be a floor? And then thoughts, brain, function, please. Along the outsides, I want to have a gap. So there's going to be like a service corridor, basically, that we could walk down. So there's going to be the outer wall, and then there'll be a gap. Let's say, probably too high? Yeah, too high, so we can facilitate for things like piping and whatnot. So then this would come out like that. I'm so used to hitting 4 for steel blocks. So this would be, no, this won't be. Ha! That wasn't trivial at all. Okay, so there's some shenanigans going on I need to figure out, because we need to have our piping corridor. We need to bring this up. Let's see. I like how this is working, the 5x5 by 5x5. But then we're going to have to bring it in here. We'll keep the 5x5 all the way to here. And then we're going to bring it up a level. Yeah, once we get to this point, that's what we're going to do. The reason is we need to be able to walk on, or not have a pipe being shown the entire way out the spine. And then when we need to protrude through to have a turret, then we will do that. We will actually cut a block space and put a turret on that at that point. And when we go do that, at each turret, we will put a bob. So basically every, let's see, it's 3 plus 1 is a turret. So that's a lot of turrets. And then each turret, instead of putting a conveyor block like this, conveyor junction, we're going to put a bob instead. So, yeah, so that's going to make it easier. We just need to start getting it mapped out, because, see, by doing this, acknowledging this existence, and what changes we need to make to here, and again, just like how we acknowledge the fact that we need to make this opening, that's going to completely change everything. The way we do the glass, a lot of things are going to change because we're making these openings. So what I want to try to do, we'll do that in the next episode for sure, is we want to flesh out one of these corridors. I want to get it piped. I want to get it not just temporarily locked in place like this. I want to actually make it the blocks we're going to use going all the way around, all 100 or 180, all 360 degrees around this corridor opening, because we need to replicate that 3 more times after that, and then also carry it out however far we deem necessary to make this starbase. So thanks so much for watching, everybody. Keep the comments coming. There was one more comment that I did miss. Zombie Coffee asked, what was the mod that swaps out the weapons? The mod author is Meritus, or Lucas. He has 2 names. It's hyphenated. On the Steam Workshop, and it's called the NPC Weapon Upgrade Modular Encounter Collection. He's pretty much all of his NPC stuff is in this mod pack. So if you go there and you see something NPC related, chances are it's in here, which really cranks up the shenanigans. I think this is gonna look pretty cool once we get going. We'll throw some lights in once it's all done and stuff. It'll go a long ways, because we talked about bringing the chandelier back, and this will go a long ways towards mimicking some of that shenanigans. So thanks again for watching. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do so. I'm trying to get the channel to grow, and every time someone subscribes, a ship gets a name. I don't know. But yeah, comment below. I love comments. I try to bring them up in the next video or as soon as possible. If not, commenting back to you directly in the actual comment section. Hit the thumbs up button. If you're watching the video, you like it, hit the thumbs up button. It tells YouTube something. That means I'm doing something right. Well, it's me know I'm doing something right. So, it's been fun. And yeah, we'll wrap it up. This is Havoc. Have fun and keep gaming.